Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Today is going to be all about my hair and a snow day, and I'm really glad you're here. I was going to try to do a weekly vlog every week of 2025. We are on week 2, and I already could not film the beginning of this week. There's no good reason. We had some medical stuff happen. Nothing big, but that took some time, and I filmed a whole bunch of things for the e-course, and I think I was quite frankly just tired of getting in front of the camera. So today was the first day I felt like picking up the camera, but it's for a very good reason. I am getting my hair cut. This was originally scheduled for Saturday, but we have snow coming to Atlanta, and we live north of Atlanta, so we are like 90% chance gonna get snow, which I will bring you if we get it. I love it when we get snow here, as long as I don't have anywhere to go. If you live in a place where it snows and you're one of those people that looks at the news from Atlanta when it snows or ice is here and says, oh my gosh, what's wrong with those people? If that was our weather, we would still be going to school or whatever. That's because you have an infrastructure to manage that. We do not. So we don't have snow plows. We don't have the ability to clear our roads. I've got a lot on my mind. I'm thinking about the fires in California. I don't know when you're watching this, but LA is basically on fire right now as I'm filming this. And some of you may not know, I'm originally from Huntington Beach, have spent many years of my life in California, and there's actually a lot of my family history in California. Buildings in downtown Los Angeles named after relatives of mine. And I feel a huge connection, particularly to the LA area. And yeah, it's really on my heart, on my mind, but we're gonna, just praying for them, trying to figure out what's the best way to help. Big, heavy sigh. So far, 2025 is off to an intense start, but we're still gonna go get our hair done. So let's move through the next thing. So when I say it is freezing cold here this morning, that's just not me being from the South and being ridiculous. It is a feel like of 11 right now. Thank goodness the sun is out, so it doesn't feel too bad. But y'all, we don't do this here. This is crazy cold. So I'm all bundled up, and we can do hard things. It'll be fine. This is Michelle doing this, by the way. She's amazing. Look at that. It's a huge difference, right?
So huge difference.
Oh
it is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you're gonna move into my house and do this every morning for me, right?
Blake, can you see Blake?
No, where?
He was making a face. It's so funny.
You get to be on my YouTube video.
Yeah.
Now. I'll have to find a waiver, Blake.
That is so cute.
Thank you, Michelle.
It is absolutely my pleasure.
Okay. So it's still freezing, so I'm not going to talk for long because I'm going to go get back in the car. But oh my gosh, I am shocked at how quickly it has grown out. Michelle is the best. Absolutely adore her. And can you see my breath? That's how cold it is. It's it's gotten even colder. So I'm going to go get back in the car, and we'll talk about my hair again in a minute. Is my hair important in the midst of everything that is going on right now? Absolutely not. But part of why you watch my channel, I hope, is so that we can think about things that are not the intensity that is our world right now. And so, let's talk about my hair. Okay, so here's what I thought was going to happen with my gray hair grow out. I thought it would all grow out like the same color. Does that make sense? I just thought it would come out of my head all the same level of gray. That is not what is happening. It is coming in all different shades. It's kind of a little adventure. So we decided to go a lot shorter. We're shoulder length now, a lot of layers. So I don't know if you can see with the sun, but it really this is all my natural color to here. And then we've got down here, but I feel like it really helped with the demarcation line to have a lot more layers. So it's still long enough for me to put in a ponytail. I will never be someone that goes super short. I mean, I shouldn't say never. We should never say never. It will be what it is, but I'm really happy with it. I feel like this is good. Okay. Next step, I have to make sure we're ready for our snow day. Oh, that isn't true. Next step, I have a doctor's appointment. It's a good thing we had this conversation. Doctor's appointment done. And I don't have to go back now. I've been having to have my blood drawn every 3 months, which is the only downside of this medication that I'm on for hot flashes. If you're not a good candidate for HRT, which I am not, and I won't go into why, Veoza is the name of the medication. So obviously not sponsored, non-affiliate, but it really works, y'all. Like, I sleep so good now. I mean, knock wood, I suppose that always could change, but it's kind of transformed my whole, like, because when you can sleep, you can do stuff, right? If you can't sleep, life feels impossible. So it's been amazing. And now I don't have to go back anymore. You have to go in for blood work every 3 months for a full 12 months. And then you don't have to do that but once a year. So I graduated, yay. And the reason I share stuff about, particularly about perimenopause stuff, even though for some people it might feel like I'm oversharing, I feel like there's such a lack of good common sense information out there about what helps us in perimenopause. And I just feel like it's an all or nothing approach. And there are so many people who talk about it online. And I always say the same thing. Be very cautious when you're watching doctors and things online. If someone says, everyone should do this or no one should do this, those are huge red flags for me. I am a huge proponent of talk to your doctor. Together, make a decision based on you, because everybody's body is different. Everybody's medical history is different. And if someone says just everyone should go on HRT, I just think it's a poor way to view medicine. And I'm super grateful for my doctor, because she does take more of a holistic approach, and we make decisions together, and I will hear things and I run them by her. We have good conversations, and I know that that is rare. So yeah, adore my doctor. Not very many people say that anymore, but I really do adore mine. The rest of today is going to be very boring. I'm doing exciting things like cleaning up my closet and doing laundry. So I will spare you that. We're going to slightly get ready for the snow day. Nothing dramatic. Maybe we'll do some baking. I don't know. But all of that will happen tomorrow. And now I'm just going to do boring house stuff. Okay, me and my cute hair. I'll get over it, but I do love it. So I am doing that thing we do where you keep looking at yourself in the mirror. Anyway, me and my cute hair are home from everything that we have to do between now and really Monday. This is Thursday. That's what my local meteorologist told me to do to prepare for the snow. He said, anything you need to get done, get it done today. I did it. I am now off. I only have to do some straightening up downstairs in the basement when I feel like it. We're in cozy, comfortable clothes. My son has made a French toast casserole. And keep in mind, it's not even snowing or anything close to it, but I don't know if you guys do this. Once the snow is possible, I, A, get absolutely ravenously hungry, and B, am incapable of work. That's just the way it works. I don't make the rules. It is 7:40 a.m. and the snow has started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Atlanta snow day. Ah, it's so magical. And I am so grateful for modern technology and amazing meteorologists that got our sweet city ready for this, because it is coming down. Oh my gosh. Let's go look at the front yard. I'm like a little kid right now. This is so exciting. Okay, so good morning. I've probably already shown you some snow footage because it is a very, very dramatic snow day here in my town. Atlanta, it's not that we don't ever get snow, but we don't normally get a lot of snow, and we get like a dusting maybe. I think we've had like significant snow maybe one other time since we've lived here, and I've never seen it like this. So you can even see like the white through my window. Crazy, but now that I've shown you all of the snow nonsense, a lot of you, okay, like 5 of you, have, have asked for my skincare routine. It's pretty much the same morning and night with one exception. So I'm gonna show you the morning routine and then I'll show you what the difference is for what I do at night, because it would be silly to do the whole thing at night. But I start with just, in the mornings, I don't use any cleanser on my face. At night, I use the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. And then I also use, let me get it out of the shower, hold please. I double cleanse, and then I use the Elemis Superfood Facial Wash. This is not mandatory. They sent me this as a gift with purchase, and that is one tip. You can get Elemis through a variety of different sources, but I have found that if you order directly from Elemis themselves, they send some pretty nice gifts with purchase. So I started using this because of that. I'm not sure if I'll purchase it again or not, because you can also just use like Dove soap. I've been a Dove soap girl forever. So then these are the dynamic resurfacing facial pads. I use these morning and night, and these work kind of like a toner, but they also help your skin receive moisture a lot better. I did not know that. I always thought that toner products were for people who had more oily skin, and I think that was like a throwback to when I was in high school. But these really do help, especially if you have aging skin and you find that your skin just doesn't look as like glowy as it used to. These are amazing. So not a big deal with those. Wipe it all over. Okay, that's done. I'll just let that dry for a minute. And because I'm super fancy, I go like this. Don't think that does anything. Maybe it does. Then, and this is really, really scandalously dirty, so that's disgusting, but I guess it shows that I actually use it. And this is not sponsored, by the way. I use the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Super C Serum. Now, I'm gonna tell you, just like I've told you guys in the past, and I only use 1 pump of that. If you already have skincare products in your house or a line that you love, don't buy anything new. And in fact, even if you want to try this for next time, use what you have. I was just watching a YouTube video yesterday where she was talking about, I guess there's this TikTok trend to have these huge collections of skin products. I have very minimal makeup, very minimal skin products, and I don't buy anything new until I have used up everything I already have, unless the product that I haven't used up yet, like gives me a rash or I really don't like it. But otherwise, I'm gonna use up what I have. So don't buy anything new. But if you're in the market for some new stuff, or if you're like I was, where I used Oil of Olay Regenerist for years and actually still would go back to that. I've upgraded to the Elemis because I just love it and I do see a difference, but I think figure out your price point and just get the best quality you can get, and that doesn't always mean you have to spend a fortune. Anyway, and Elemis products are like in the middle of the road. You can spend way less than this, but you can also spend way more, way, way, way more. So there you go. So that goes on. And then depending on the day, today I will be only in the house. I may go out for a little while, but I won't need sunscreen really today. But I use the Elemis Ultra Smart Pro Collagen Day Cream. Don't have a heart attack when you see how expensive this is, because it's super, super, super thick, and you only need like a tiny, like look, that's all I put on. And basically that's all I need for my whole face. So this size container will last me solidly 2 months, which is great. Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny, tiny bit more for my neck. Yeah, maybe a little bit more, because it's really, really dry. That's one thing I'm not loving, is that we have to run the heater so much right now because it just dries out the house. I have a dehumidifier, and I need to be better about running it. Okay, and then that's it. And then depending on the day, I would do sunscreen, and then if I was filming, I might do foundation, or I would just do tinted sunscreen, or whatever the sunscreen is that you plan on using. But yeah, that's it. That's my whole morning skincare routine. Also, second day with my hair, and I really like it. I really like it. I mean, it's short. For me, this is super short. And I will for sure let it grow long again because I prefer my hair long. But with the grow out process, it was a super helpful way to go. So it feels good. I think the shortest my hair has ever been has been like chin. I did a chin length bob once. Normally shoulder length or just below is perfect for me. I've been wearing it longer the last couple of years. I love it. I feel like it's super flowy and romantic. And I, in no way, shape, or form, think that if you're a certain age, you shouldn't wear your hair long. I think that is an outdated, ridiculous statement. Look at someone like Demi Moore, right? Who just won a Golden Globe and her hair is so long and so beautiful. I think if you wear it long, you have to be careful you take really good care of it, and it still needs to be cut frequently and shaped and all that. But I don't buy into any of that nonsense about what age you need to be to wear your hair what length. That kind of smacks of the patriarchy. Okay, the rest of today is going to be very much me reading, drinking hot tea, and working at my desk. I have probably another 5 or 6 hours of editing left on the e-course, and then it will be completely done. There's going to come a point with this project, and for those of you that don't know, I am doing an e-course about how to be a YouTube creator. I'm super excited about it. It's 5 weeks of lessons. It should be available for sale starting February 1st. I will put the link to sign up for the waitlist below. And how that works is you get on the waitlist and then you'll be the first to be notified when it's available for sale. But it's not going to be very entertaining. So hopefully I got some really good footage of snow for you guys. But I do want to end today talking about something that is really top of mind for me right now. I'm thinking about this now with the fires, but I also had this same feeling when all of the flooding was happening up in Asheville, and we had a lot of people that we knew that were affected by that. It can be very challenging, not just as a content creator, but as a human being, to feel like, how could I possibly celebrate joyful things that happen in my life when there is so much tragedy? And my concern with that is, with us living in times where it's tragedy after tragedy after tragedy, right? Environmental tragedy, political tragedy, personal tragedy. If you wait to celebrate your personal victories until no one anywhere is hurting, you will never celebrate your personal victories. And I think now more than ever, we need to put joy out into the universe. Things that are happening to you that are good, people want to hear about the good things. I'm not suggesting that we be callous and unfeeling towards the tragedy in the world. Nothing could be further from the truth. But as someone who is struggling with this right now, I feel like you might be struggling with this too, because I go to put out this fun vlog where I'm getting my hair cut and the dogs are playing in the snow and there's all these positive things, and I'm like, I have almost survivor guilt because today things are good for me. That could change tomorrow. And if today things are good for you and you have an avenue where you express that, whether it's on social media or with your friends or whatever, express it, because we need to find our joy where we can find our joy. And I know for myself, even when I've been the one going through the unspeakable tragedy, and I have been through some unspeakable tragedy, not all of which I've talked about here because not all of it's everybody's business, but even when I was going through that, I didn't begrudge people that I loved going through happy times in their life. That is the ebb and flow of life anytime, and especially right now. So if you're experiencing wonderful joy, if you're going on a great trip, if you're running the Walt Disney World Marathon on Sunday as I'm filming this, don't not celebrate, please. Because one of these days you may be the person that's going through the unspeakable tragedy, but for this moment, you've got the joy. And I personally, I don't speak for the whole world, but I think most emotionally mature people want to see you celebrate the joy. So post about the joy, post about the good things, post about the dogs and the cheesecake you had and the great date you went on and the people you spent time with and your weekend with your friends and your trip to Hawaii. There's a fine line, I suppose, between celebrating the joys and gloating. But I would say if you're at all worried about it, you're very, very, very far away from that line. And I don't want to see us become people who hide away our joys because of all the suffering. It doesn't serve anybody well. We need the joy. And those of us, when we're going through times of suffering, we need to see the joy to give us hope for what will happen next for us, because that is the way life works. Anyway, whatever you're doing today, even in the midst of whatever it is, I hope you're finding joy, which, as we know, is different than happiness. I hope you can find some centeredness and some peace. All of my prayers are going out to people in California. I'm still thinking through how we want to personally get involved with that. But I will be sharing either in the description box of this video or soon on other social media ways that we will be getting involved. If you're looking for something, there's a plethora of ways to get involved right now. So thinking about them, experiencing joy today with the snow, and both of those things can exist at the same time. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to leave you with some scenes of our beautiful snow day, and I will see you in the next video.